Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kellen Cash here with another work break conversation over here. Let me get situated. Let me get comfortable in here real quick. Can I do that? So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about frauds. Online, everybody seems to be an influencer. Everybody is a know-it-all. Everybody has all the answers, and what we see is there are not a lack of leaders in the world. In all communities, there are leaders. What they are a lack of listeners. Yes, there are lack of listeners, and people need to listen more. There's so many mentors. Forget past teachers, parents. You got this thing online. You're watching from $1,000 phone, a $2,000 computer, $1,200 tablet. Boom. You're watching from all these, and mine is in bad shape. This is the kid's tablet, actually. I'm holding it. For those who are watching, but you have all this knowledge and all this info, but people are not listening. Now, we mentor even in the health care arena for the CNA to MD.com platform, and people, they don't listen unless they're paying. Yes, they don't listen unless they're paying. When people start paying, that's when they start listening, and that's why we have to charge for mentorship. And Terry Crews said something. I was listening to one of his interviews that he did, and he talked about how he tried to mentor everybody, but how people wouldn't even show up on time. And we've seen that. People, everyone wants to be mentored, and you tell them, hey, show up to this. They're late, or, oh, there was this excuse, that excuse. Hey, folks who are mentoring, they don't have time. The mentor does not have time for your excuse. We got to get it. And we're making an opportunity. And I know sometimes there's events and I can get somebody a pass and a ticket to, and I get it for them. And they're like, oh, last minute, something happened, right? And let me make this clear. This person, single person, no kids, because it's happened, various times. No kids, no spouse of any sort, not sick, sometimes even no job. And they just won't show up because they use the word, I'm busy. I hate that. I'm busy talk, because nobody's too busy to get your goals accomplished before you die. Nobody's too busy. God gives us all enough time. Nobody's too busy to do the right thing, because there's plenty of time to do the wrong thing in life. So no one's too busy. So let's talk about how you can tell, a fraud, because there's so many leaders out there. And I say a fraud because there's people who are teaching you things that they haven't even mastered themselves. There's people who will take your money for, things that they're not really helping you. And so, course, like, it seems like everybody has a course right now. But when you say, hey, will you write the course out for me? Here, I have all this curriculum, I have all this stuff, but I need you to just put it in order and make it make sense. I'm not doing that. That's admin type work, right? I'm not doing that because I'm trying to make the money over here, but I have a course because I'm an expert. Can you do that for me? There's people who do it, but majority of people, they want to talk you through it. They don't necessarily want to do it. They don't want to put it in an order where they've said they've made $100,000 to $1,000,000 or plus. They don't want to put that for you. They want to show you how to do it. And a lot of times, they say, well, we want to teach you how to fish, which I can get that. I can get that sometimes. But sometimes you just need someone to do it. Running 100 miles per hour, if you are already making whatever good money is, because that's based on your situation. If you're already making good money, I need someone to put this together, and you can find that work, and good talent is not hard to find. I know people always say that good talent's not hard to find. What's hard to find are people who are consistent and not frauds, and actually can pay me. They are experts in what they say, you know, because you can't say you're an expert. in the PR or the consulting, and then you have to say in what niche, do you have experience? Are you an expert in? And that type of language, even what you'll find is very few experts will say they're experts. They'll just tell you this is how we do it. So, some will even say, "Hey, we'll give you the game plan. We'll give you the game plan in a simple conversation. But if you want anything more detailed, it's going to take more time from me. I need you to book this slot, and it's going to cost you." Because I could lay all this out in verbal, I could do it in writing, but it's going to take time out of my day more than the time that I have to talk. So let me tell you, there's a lot of frauds out there. And one way is to tell a fraud is if all their news is negative, they have no solution. They talk about a solution, but it never comes out. They'll tour about a solution, city to city to city, country to country, but there's no solution that they have. And sometimes that it's not that they're meaning to be a fraud. It's that their resources, their team, they don't know how to build a team because they don't play well with others. There's many leaders like that who don't know how to play well with others. If they're not at the top of the food chain and it's not all about them, they don't know how to work with other people, right? So they need to first find a mentor to help them, guide them, steer them. Right? And that mentorship isn't going to be free for them either. But a fraud never has a solution, always has a problem. You got to have solutions. So that's one way. Two, they want you to solely invest in them, but they're not investing in the community. They're not doing anything. You can't see them handing out anything out in the community, not putting a system together. All they're doing is talking. So you got to do more than talk. You got to walk that walk. So write these things down, because I want you next time to be like, wait, hold on. That's right. That person is just giving bad news and they got nothing tangible. They got no system. They got no money of their own to put towards something. They got no time of their own when we're seeing them do something. But they're talking. We see them bounce around from click to click, groove to groove, organization to organization, trying to go up, but no, they're not building anything. They have nothing to build. They tell you they do, but they can't show it. They can't show and prove, So, and it's big like that. It's online with this YouTube, with this simple Google search, Instagram. You're seeing a lot of frauds, and you guys are believing these people that they can do something, but they don't give you any tangibles. I tell people, track your emails. You got to track your emails using a tracking system. And they say, what do you mean? Okay, hey, set up a time. Let's go through this, because it might take you a little more than me just saying names and saying that to understand what tracking system works for you. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different things. You got a certain different budget, but we can solve the solution if your emails are being answered. That I'm giving you something that you can solve a problem with. So stop following these people. There's so many people who are good talkers, great talkers that can talk a good game, but they have no solution at all. So I say all that, I'm short and sweet on this, that stop following these frauds. Don't give them a dime of your money. They're frauds. Don't ask me who they are, because you can see for yourself who doesn't have a solution for you, who they're just talking. They're not coming out with things properly. They're bouncing from one person to another person just for clout thoughts. Yeah, you dig. I hear you. I just popped your collar one time. People hear me say certain things. I'm like, yeah. And, we're going to get more and more into the editing and all that good stuff. So, put a little more time into this, but it's just a little work break conversation, so don't follow these people. Stop. You see them, they're not building. They say they are, they're not. They'll do a live stream, but they're not building. These are various people. I'm not talking about one person. Don't think that you know me and that you know who I'm talking about. I'm telling you, there's so many of these crooks. They're getting people for thousands of dollars, thousands. And then the good leaders are trying to make things affordable. And people are like, oh no, I might not be right, or I might take a chance. I've told you in different streams, you have to network, you have to connect, you have to go to conferences, and you got to truly build a bridge between you and whoever's bigger on the same level. You guys got to build stairs, build walls, build bridges, build it all. We all got to do that from here to Africa. And it's not easy, because it was easy what had already been done for us. But for those who are called, your purpose is bigger than you. Just like Nipsey Hussle's purpose was bigger than him. He had a vision bigger than him. You see that successful people always have a vision bigger than themselves. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, everything was bigger than them. They don't get to see it. The things that we want to do, we may not be able to get to see. But we're going to keep pushing and doing it. And it doesn't matter how popular it is now. Let the vision continue after us. That's real success. That's real greatness. That's greatness, really. That's not even success. Because you guys, a lot of times, have success dealing with money. But I'm talking on a whole different avenue, whole different lane. You know, I'm on Park Avenue. Y'all on Baltic. You know, so you gotta know how to judge these people and who to invest in. That's Killing Cash. One great situation. Share the game with somebody. Check us out on diversifiedgame.com podcast. I do it, my PR bros. You know, catch some swag over there, some merch over there. Get all that good stuff. And, make sure if you need a job, holler at me. We got mentoring programs getting people into 60,000 and up positions if you follow the path. You dig? There are also physical jobs too, especially if you're in the IT. Man, y'all should be caked up. So I say all that to say, follow, like, share, support. I got a Patreon at Killing Cash. You can support this right here if you're listening on Anchor.fm. You can support by even booking a session, so then you get something tangible. You get some of this game for your particular situation. Just book a time when it's open and it's free. Come on, let's go. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Be blessed. I'm out. Try to keep these things short and sweet as always.